Alright guys, so it's the next day and I took the liberty and went and picked up an air cleaner for it because we didn't have an air cleaner. I got some new fuel line. I've got to cut it so that we can put the little on and off valve in there. We also have a buddy today. Guys, this is Peanut. Peanut, this is the internet. Say hi. He's excited about the whole YouTube thing. I've carried out my tripod. We're running against the rain again today. We're trying to outrun the rain. I'm gonna pull the snapper off the trailer probably for the first initial startup and whatnot. There goes a dog trying to outrun a car. They're gonna get hit one day, them stupid dogs. First things first, should probably put the air cleaner in it. I was looking for the wrong damn filter, and the guy up there at the hardware store was like, I didn't pay attention and I didn't see this line, even with the casing, so I thought I needed one of the big filters. It was the entire shape, and he's like, no, no, no. It's got a newer motor on it, I'm telling you, you need the small filter. Well, the man at the parts store was right. I needed a smaller filter, and he hooked me up. So we've got the filter. We're gonna blow this tank out, and I'm gonna rinse some alcohol solution through it to try to get any contaminants. I'm not gonna pull the petcock out, or the valve. There's no on and off on it, so it's not a petcock, but I'm not going to pull the valve out because I'm afraid it's going to break or it's going to leak afterwards. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that it doesn't currently leak, so I'm not going to worry about taking that out. But let's start with the fuel line. So I'm just as bad as some of the other YouTubers I know when it comes to hoarding parts. So I went and checked my stash, and I came up with 3 other snapper wheels that I had laying around. These all still have air, just a little bit, and they have really good tread on them. But the bearings knocked out of that one. This one still has the bearings in it, and they look okay. And then I found this one, which this is not off of a snapper. Notice how it has cheap plastic bushings. This is off of a, they called it a Craftsman rear engine rider. They made these back in the day. And it looks kind of like a snapper, but it's manufactured with a Craftsman name on it. They also made those exact mowers with a Murray name on it. They're kind of like a snapper, but they have a full case that goes around the back of the engine. And most of them came with Tecumseh motors that were just garbage. So I figure, since these tires are at least not dry rotted, I can retube them with new tubes, and we can use these tires. I can try to clean up these bearings that are in this one, but the other one's gone. I'd have to knock it out of the rim. But we did get tires, so I've got good tires for the front, and they're a matching set of Carlisle. So, but let's start with the carb kit first, get that thing put all together, and we will go from there. Got my handy dandy tripod out again today, so let's get this hooked up. What's up, Peanut? What's wrong, buddy? Why you moaning? Huh? You ready to work on the snapper? Let's go work on the snapper. So as the rain begins to fall, I'm getting kind of aggravated. I was really hoping we could get this done today before the rain hit. We went through like a 3-week period, not even last month, where we didn't have any rain at all, and now all of a sudden it won't stop. So whatever. We oiled the air filter on these mowers. You can use engine oil, it's fine. You just put some on it, squeeze it all around. I blew the gas tank out. We also used pliers and straightened out this little bend. And the fuel line is on. It's looking pretty good. Like I said, the rain, however, is really just, it's pissing me off. I can't get anything done, it seems like. So we're gonna ride the rain out for a minute. We're gonna spill gas everywhere. And then if this rain decides to subside, we'll continue working on it. If not, we'll pick it up tomorrow. Okay, so the rain's kind of hit or miss. It keeps misting for like 30 seconds, then it stops, and then it comes back. So we're just gonna work through it. Got a jug of gas. Pour a little bit in there. Stayed good and clear. Gonna have to do a little more tweaking to that gas cap though, it looks like. Alright. So all the way down appears to be choke. So let's turn the fuel on. A couple holes and see what happens. Alright, let's turn choke off. Let's turn it down to a low idle. Alright, so here it is all turned around. Let's give this a shot again. Turn that choke on. Nope. Looks like we're gonna have to pull that carb. Yep. Alright, so let's get that carb off of there. I don't know if I have a kit for one of these. I said I had one earlier because I thought I did, but looks like I don't have one, so I have to get one of those. But for now, let's see if we can clean it and get it to run. So let's get this carb off. Alright, so I'm finishing pulling this carb off. Once you get the air cleaner off, you've got these two studs that run through these newer carburetors. It's a 5/16 to break it loose. Usually once you break them loose though, you can take it out with your hands, but this one's a little stuck. They normally are. Yeah, see, not quite. There we go. Oh yeah, see all the dust and dirt in the threads? Pop this. Fuel line off. Let's get that out of the way over here. What you stuck on now? Alright, 1 second. So I got the carb off and I've already dropped the bowl, and the bowl doesn't look much better than the rest of the carb. I'll show you. I need to get some more lights back here in my little shop. Here's what the inside of the bowl looks like. It's not the worst. There's definitely rust all in it though, as you can see. And this carburetor, the main jet, is all boogered. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's all chewed up. It was chewed up when I started. I tried to get it out some more with a better flathead, and it just chewed it up even worse. However, I think this is the same style carburetor on the newer Briggs overhead valve motors. That's what this carburetor looks like it's from anyway. And I think I have another one of these carburetors. So, you know, I hate you. Sometimes you can get a piece of wire in there and clean that out and blow it out with air, and then sometimes it'll work, but I don't want to half-ass it. I feel like this would be, I might as well just go ahead and put a better carb on it anyway. And I can get a rebuild kit for the other carb. It's the same one, so let's run down here to my stash of stuff. Also, the rain has started back up again. Hooray. So let's go down here and see if I don't have that engine still. I don't remember if I scrapped that engine or what. So let's get in here and see. No. Looks like I've still got the Kohler Command. Can't use that one though. I could have swore I saved that old Briggs IC motor. The engine blew up. It threw a rod. But if I could trip and bust my ass on everything else I got laying around here, I thought for some reason I had saved at least the carburetor. Because what happened was the motor that blew up was the one on that black riding mower in there. It was on that black riding mower. So I took the engine off that Murray that I had and put it on there and made it run. And I guess I scrapped that engine with the carburetor on it. Wait a minute, hold on, let's see. I've got too much stuff, guys. Oh. Nope, there it is. There we go. This is what we need. This has a electronic float bowl though, but I should be able to booger something up. So let me get out of here. We'll get back in the build and start tearing this one apart. So here's what we got going on. Here's our old carburetor over here, and I have pulled the electronic fuel shut off off of the new carburetor. It just threads out. Here's a cool tip. These shutoff valves, they thread in here, and when they're threaded all the way in, they're really close to the carburetor bowl on a lot of models. This one actually has a good bit of space, but a lot of times they're so close you can't get a regular pair of pliers, and sometimes I can't even get a wrench in there. These are Hakko pliers. These are from a BMW emergency roadside toolkit. Now, they're not the strongest. They're a little flimsy, but they're, you know, probably about the same as like a Pittsburgh brand in most cases. But, you know, it's not meant for a lot of real work. They're just cheap emergency pliers that come in the BMW toolkit. You can find these in wrecking yards. A lot of times if someone else hasn't already robbed them. I can't remember for how many years they did this, but I know all the 90s and early 2000s BMWs had the toolkits, just about every series as well. So if you can grab you a set of these pliers and stuff, they're really lightweight. I keep them in my pocket a lot of times while I'm at work. But these are just skinny enough. They go right in there and you can twist that thing right off. They're good for a lot of other things, just because they're light pliers, you know. But they're really narrow bite, so that works out really well for stuff like this. Anyway, let's get this bowl off and see what the inside of this one looks like. That one's been buggered up too. Come on, baby. There we go. So. It's pretty rough too. I never touched the carburetor on this mower when that engine was still on that Murray tractor that I had. I pretty much just ran it the way it was. So it always kind of needed to run with the choke on a little bit. So yeah, well there we go. Look how intricate these newer carburetors are. See all that in there? It's like a transmission. But these have all those little rubber seals in there, so you never want to hit these with brake cleaner of any kind. Sometimes even carb cleaner and stuff. The chemical in it makes the rubber swell, and you will never get these things to seat back in there. You'll have to order a whole new diaphragm. But the bottom of this doesn't look too bad. We can clean all this up. Blow that jet out, clean it out. So let's until I can order a kit for this carburetor, like I said, we're going to try to clean it just to see if we can at least get it to run today. That's our goal here. If it'll run and I can drive it around and see the transmission, the deck and everything work, I'll be a happy camper. So let's get this one cleaned up, put back together. Alright, so the carburetor is reinstalled. And this is the carburetor, the new one from the other mower I had. So fuel line's turned on. I set it all the way to choke to make sure choke engages. Yeah, alright. I did not put the electronic shutoff back in there. I used the bolt that came out of the old carburetor. Fuel is on. Everything's on. Let me wipe the gas off my hands. Alright, here we go. one pull. Choppy right now. Like I said, I need to get a kit for that carburetor, but for the time being, let's at least go ahead and see if the transmission works, and then we can go ahead and start doing the wheels and stuff. How about that, huh? Blades work, gears work. All right. I guess now we can pick out some better tires for the front. Get those swapped out. Let's see if it'll start up real quick. Let's see if it'll start back up. Damn wasps. That is awesome. All right, let's get to the wheels now. So I got my tires on there. I actually did not swap this one out yet. I just slimed it. I'm gonna have to though. I think it's a little bit different size than the other. But for the time being, let's get that slime to settle. Let's drive it around the yard. So here we go. got to do some tweaking to that carburetor again. But other than that, how about it? I'll probably end this video here, just of getting it running at least, so we know everything works. Now that we know it's good, I can go back and probably gonna swap those tires onto the other rims, because the bearing, the depth of the hub on the rims those are deeper. So that one's got a little more back and forth play in it. So we'll get those swapped out sometime in the next couple of days. I'm gonna get some white paint to repaint the pieces that are supposed to be white. And yeah, but thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in another episode. I don't know if the snapper project will be the next video uploaded or not, but we'll definitely be working on it again. And next time the grass grows and is ready to cut, we'll probably cut a little bit with it just to see. I got a lot of grass to cut, so I'm probably not going to cut it all with this, but we'll definitely give it some use. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below, let us know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one.